Hey everybody, it's Ed. Did you know back in 1985, it would have been Elvis Presley's 50th birthday on January 8th of that year? Well, to commemorate that special occasion, RCA had planned a bunch of releases to come out to commemorate Elvis Presley's 50th birthday, including, among them, was this box set of 5 LPs. I believe this one has five. Nope, I'm sorry, six LPs. There were 6 records in this box set, and this was a pretty special set. And you can see it says Elvis 50th anniversary up top, and this at the time was the first release of certain performances on either TV or what was it, the Hayride, I believe, on vinyl. And they had a bunch of other different releases. I did a video on this a little while back, so if you want, you can go through my catalog and check that out. All right, but this is not the focus of what we're going to talk about today. What we're going to talk about is another album that came out to also commemorate the 50th birthday for Elvis, but it was not released to the general public, and that is this album. What is it? Well, what it is the Elvis Presley interview record, an audio self-portrait. All right, and up here it says, not for sale. This LP is a radio programming aid designed to enable the preparation of Elvis Presley specials to celebrate the 50th anniversary of his birth, 1/1835/85. All right, and on the bottom, it says Elvis Presley talks about hobbies, football, religion, philosophy, his music, self-esteem, his mother, fans, his private life, and the people around him. All right, so this is the box set that I just showed you, but these were the other albums that were released around this time. We had the Elvis Rocker LP, which spawned the video for Blue Suede Shoes. We have Elvis's Golden Records, Elvis Golden Records Volume 2, 50 Million Elvis Fans Can't Be Wrong. We have the debut LP, and then we had the follow-up, his second LP, just simply titled Elvis. Now, the thing that they touted at the time is the digital mastering, digitally remastered, and these were put in their original mono, not that reprocessed stereo. So that's that. But again, I did a video focusing on all of this, so go and check that out. Now, I wanted to play some of this for you, and I had tried putting a video together and doing that, but then I got a copyright, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get a strike, so I just took it down. But yeah, apparently this is still all copyrighted, all the interviews and everything else. Sony Music has a copyright on this stuff, so that's why I can't, well, at this time, share it with you, because I don't want to have any issues where it's going to have a negative effect on my channel. So that's that. But this is the label. This is the 50th anniversary label, and on the top, I think, hopefully you can see it says not for sale. All right, but what are the interview snippets? Well, on the first side, it says the 1956 interviews. So we have Elvis Presley excerpt from a TV Guide interview, 1956. So it has 4 tracks or 4 bands. First one is 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Second one is 2 minutes 24 seconds. Third one is 1 minute and 17 seconds, and then the fourth one is 2 minutes 36 seconds. Then there's a excerpt of Colonel Tom Parker, excerpt from TV Guide interview, 1956. So that's 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and then 1 minute 51 seconds. And then track 7 is Vernon and Gladys Presley, Tupelo, Mississippi, September 26, 1956. And then the 8th track is Elvis Presley, Tupelo, Mississippi, September 26, 1956, 1 minute and 53 seconds. But the interesting thing about that is that was recorded at the Mississippi-Alabama Fair and Dairy Show in Tupelo, Mississippi on September 26, 1956. And then in parentheses it says, the 2 concerts Elvis gave that day are now issued for the first time in Elvis Presley A Golden Celebration box set, which is the set that I showed before I showed this album. All right, and then side 2, 1960 and 61 interview. All right, and then it just has all the different titles and his responses, I guess, to certain questions. For example, his image changed since discharge from the Army by accident or design. Elvis talks about his mother. How does Elvis view himself? Does he enjoy his work? How does he relax? And does he have any time to read? And if so, what does he read? Does he like himself? Does he like to work? If he was starting out again in 1961, would he do anything differently? And does he have any specific goals for the future? Does he think he has changed much as a person? And how does he view the criticism that has been leveled at him by some of the people surrounding him? And then this last one is, if he were a father and could only give his child one piece of advice, what would that be? So, this was produced by Joan Deary, and it says this LP is a radio programming aid. It is not commercially available. DJ copy, not for sale. So, not something that I've come across in the wild very easily. I've only seen it once or twice. And of course, that first time I picked it up. And then the second one that I saw was pretty nasty looking and wasn't worth what they were asking for it. But I think you could probably get this anywhere between 10 to 20, maybe 25 tops. I really don't think it would be that much, but I could be wrong. But it's a nice, interesting little, side thing to have. There is no music on here, but, it is good to hear these early interviews with Elvis and how he responded to questions, criticism, and things like that. Just really worth listening to. My opinion, for what it's worth. All right? But if any of you have heard this, if you have it, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if it's something that you'd be interested in getting, leave me a comment. Let me know. All right? But appreciate you watching. And as always, be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Take care.